Guys, we're here with NerdFeed, live streaming some DC deck building competitive play. About to get the game started. I'll introduce the players here. We got Robert Toops. That's him. He's playing Booster Gold, Starfire, Black Manta. That is a 3-tier, a 2-tier, and a 1-tier. In competitive play, you get to equal 6 value. So then we got Justin Barton over here. He's playing Deadshot, Wonder Girl, Star Sapphire. Pretty weird combo. We haven't really tested that much. Then we got Jonathan over here. He's playing Green Arrow and the Chameleon. So he's going to be playing with a villain-based strategy. Robert's going to be playing with a defensive strategy. And Justin's playing an equipment-based strategy. Right. Let's get the game going first. We got Deadshot over here starting it off. And he's buying a 2-punch Legion Flight Ring. Let's go ahead and flip over that supervillain, guys. Ooh, the flash. Alright, Firestorm flips out. Note that in competitive play, you get a +2 counter on the supervillains. There's only going to be 5 supervillains total. Estimated time should be about an hour. The +2 counters to help out with the making sure everything's balanced now that you're playing with multiple heroes. If you want to see the hero tier list or the competitive play rules, check out nrdfeed.com/DCDB. There's also a card database that I will be using to give you any oracle text on all the cards. Scanned by NerdFeed itself. Alright, so Booster Gold just bought a flight. First turn defense there. Who bought that Bane? Can we get confirmation on that? Tubes bought the Bane and?
He only bought the Bane.
Oh, no flight. Who has the flight? The flight is still out there. Okay. I could have sworn I saw him take that. Takes these backsies. Is in effect here. Alright, so whose turn is it? It is Jonathan, Mr. Green Arrow, Comedian. He can't take a villain, so he's going to take a Batgirl. Now we got Deadshot over here. 5 punches. I don't know what he's going to buy. He might buy that equipment.
I want to buy the booster to keep him off of it, but I have to.
And he's just buying the nth metal. Alright, Booster's turn here.
No. Sorry.
He decided to take the flight as well. Screwing the booster player over extremely. Alright. Got 3 punches with Booster. He's taking the nth metal. That's a good choice. Alright, we got Black Lantern Aquaman here. Green Arrow Comedian. What's he going to get? He's probably going to buy that Black Lantern Aquaman. That's what I'd get if I was him. It only costs 2 because he has Comedian out. But looks like he has 3 punches anyway. He's only going to show 2 like a pro. But I don't know. He's holding all the vulnerabilities. He's got nothing. Alright, now we got Aquaman's Trident, Deadshot. What you gonna get? Nth Metal Mace, triggering Star Sapphire. Sapphire is gonna say every time you play an equipment, you may look at the top card of your deck. You may discard it or leave it. So Nth Metal. Let's give him +2. 3, 4, 5. Not triggering either of the other superheroes. But he's buying the Trident in hopes of the Wonder Girl trigger. Okay, we got a Bronze Tiger flip. He's from that Arrow set. Very interesting card. Cost 6. Basically, he attacks everybody. They get to put a card under their superhero. And if they put a starter card, which they can, then the player who plays Bronze Tiger draws 2 cards. So it can get off to pretty fast starts because they wanted to put that starter under. Ooh, and Booster Gold gets the Booster Gold card. That's going to be big. Green Arrow flips out, though. That's going to be big. One of the few cards that can give you a ton of VP, along with Larfleeze out there. That Firestorm could really be crazy, too. Because it can play cards over and over and over. It can really start stacking up early game. Okay, so Green Arrow, he's eyeing that Bronze Tiger. It's going to cost 1 less for him. Oh, so here's what Firestorm does. Every time you play it, you flip over the top card of your deck. it gets like fused with your superhero. Basically, it gets attached to it. then you play that card. So then next time you play Firestorm, you get to put another card attached to it, and you play every card that you've done with that, and so on. So basically, you play it like 6 times. You're using 6 cards worth of stuff. But let's see what Green Arrow is going to do.
No, it's automatically one less. That's what I'm thinking is like I can discard a card and make it 2 less. They don't? Can you confirm? No, he's messing around.
They got some rules questions going on.
This would be worth 4 to me if I discard a card.
He's mulling, discarding a punch. I think he's going to discard one. So he's discarding a punch. Check this out.
No, that's the crazy part. Well, no, he won't be. It's not that.
Still hasn't done anything. I mean, I think the move here has got to be discard punch. Make Bronze Tiger cost 3. You know, buy it for 3. Then you can play the Batgirl, get a punch back. Then he has 2 power, can't do anything with it. That's it. But got a Bronze Tiger. Ooh, another Batgirl. Just to rub it in. Also, Chameleon says whenever you play a villain for the first time each turn, draw a card. He also makes attacks cost 1 less if you didn't catch that. The Bronze Tiger. Ooh, 2 equipments. Looks like he's actually triggering stuff. So he is doing Wonder Girl, drawing 2 cards, discarding a card. He gets a dead shot trigger. He's going to put that nth metal mace on top. It's pretty interesting. He's also going to Aquaman Stride in a card on top. So now he's got 7. And he bought a Larfleeze and snagged it on top quickly. Alright, we got a defense out there. And a Green Arrow. So this is going to be interesting. Oh, only 4 power. But he's going to buy the defense and the Batgirl. Pretty good move. Alright. A Firestorm Matrix to go with the Firestorm. The perfect pair. They actually do similar effects. They're not really a pair. I'll get into that in a moment. As he plays Black Lantern Aquaman, which says attack, each player puts 2 zeros on the bottom of their deck. So Firestorm Matrix is a pretty great card. Basically, you reveal the top card of your deck. You get to put it into your hand, or you get to remove it from the game forever. Remove the Firestorm Matrix from the game forever and make the card you just revealed an ongoing. And you play it every turn. So the catch is it has to cost 5 or less. But basically you can get a kick, make an ongoing kick for the rest of the game. If someone got a defense off it, you could trigger Booster Gold every turn. You get a villain off it, you could trigger Comedian every turn. It's pretty powerful. Alright, we got a Trench Coat over here. That basically gets a card out of the destroyed pile. I don't think there's even any cards destroyed yet. Maybe 1 punch over there. He should have known that was there. No, wait, that's a new one. That's a new one. Alright. Looks like he doesn't have 2 equipments. He does have a Larfleeze. Wonder what he's going to get. Something 5 or less. Put it straight into his hand. Larfleeze also counts for a ton of VP at the end of the game. He's going to basically give you 1 VP for every 7 cards you have. So you got 14 cards or more, he's going to give you 2. Got 28, he's going to give you, or 21, he's going to give you 3, so on. He gained Flight Wings, put it in his hand just to trigger. Wait, hold on a moment, we missed some triggers there. So pull that punch back and then resolve the triggers.
Oh, I think he's helping me out here. This is not going to be a loud tournament. Just want you to know. He's helping me out here. That does nothing now. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
So he did not trigger Deadshot, but he has 8 power. And he snagged the Firestorm Matrix. That's going to be crazy. Promise to a friend. That card's crazy. You basically can never destroy cards again while it's out, and it's an ongoing. But you get a +1 power as an ongoing. What was Aquaman's? Trident to the top?
No, I Flight Wings. Both the things.
He flight wings. Correction. Flight wings on.
Can I flight wings the flight wings?
Can you
Like,
reveal?
that turn with the
Could
left
you
click?
reveal the card's flight wings, please?
The question is, it was a flight. It was the flight wings in a Firestorm Matrix.
That's the same flight wings
But
you
I
used.
gained it from Markley's.
No, if it's in your hand, you can't do it with the trident.
It says put card you buy or gain, right?
Yeah, but you put it in your hand instead, which negates that ability.
Okay. So can I use? Okay, now I can't use the trident.
You cannot use the trident on the flight wings. No.
Can't use the flight wings on the flight wings either.
Did you play 2 flight wings?
I gained the flight wings and played the flight wings.
No, you cannot. Whose turn is it? Booster Gold over here.
Sorry.
What happened? Is it good?
Yeah, we're just trying to resolve Flight Wings Aquaman's trident. So now we got a Daughter of the Batgirl over here. No punches to get back, but it did bane somebody. So everyone has to discard a card.
Discard? Oh, sorry. Discard.
So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Ooh, he defended it. He actually snagged the Firestorm. Interesting move. A lot of good cards out there. He's attacking him with that Aquaman again.
2 cost, 2/0 costers on the
I
bottom.
wonder if Booster has any defenses.
Each foe reveals a card to stand person with Supergirl. One of those does not reveal a card with cost 1 or greater on those cards.
Bronze Tiger.
What'd you go? Punch.
So Justin is revealing, Deadshot over here is revealing a punch, putting it underneath. So is Booster. So Bronze Tiger gets to draw 2.
And did you do too? Yeah, you did.
So they got rid of his starter, but he got to draw 2. And okay, he's got a Batgirl. Punch, punch, punch. It says he has 6 power. Taking the destroy card, Amanda Waller. Ocean Master.
Get crazy, gentlemen. Firestorm Matrix.
Uh-oh.
This and leave it. So destroy that. And well, first trigger that. Leave that.
I believe he set up
Second,
the top of his deck with Flight, and then he Firestorm Matrix to Flight out,
discard that.
making it an ongoing forever. But now the Firestorm Matrix is destroyed.
This
So,
on top of
just
the
played
top.
2 equipments. Triggered Wonder Girl, then triggered Deadshot.
Okay,
Put a card on top.
two.
A lot of abilities there. Deadshot is ranked at 2 if you can't see that. There's 3 2-tier characters, equaling 6. And he stacks Green Arrow. I think that's a safe buy.
Can't believe it stayed out that long.
Flightwing's going to let him put anything he buys on top of his deck.
Dude, so Storm Sapphire is just triggering every turn now. Oh yeah,
Oh, looks like he forgot that trigger. He's doing it.
I forgot.
Booster Gold over here.
Yeah, I missed it, dude. I gotta remember my Flight Wings triggers now. I pretty much have an Aquaman.
Permanent Aquaman. Pretty crazy.
Permanent Star Sapphire. Constant trigger.
Power of the Firestorm Matrix. That's going to be interesting. I got to put him as the front runner right now. But Booster's accumulating a lot of defenses. Anything could happen.
You get 3. Oh,
No.
you get defense cards.
Some big fucking.
He's deep in the tank over here. And he takes Raven, which we all knew he was going to take anyway.
And then they came later and it's really good. Ooh, sick.
Who wouldn't take the Raven? Black Manta puts the Raven on the bottom. Raven is just +1 power, draw a card.
Punch shot.
Ooh, he snags that Ocean Master for free because of that green arrow. That's pretty good. And if you can't see that, superpower he's playing is just a fancy kick. So he has 5 power. It takes the pink ring. It's going to let him draw 2 cards pretty much if they're not the same type. Star Lab, Star Sapphire with a Star Sapphire out. That's interesting.
Oh my god.
Whoa, someone can't shuffle. Shuffling mishap over there.
I literally can't for some reason.
Okay, this, trigger that, leave it. You can see if you want. Oh, sorry. Play it.
Legion Flight Ring, drawing a
Trigger
card.
this first.
triggering Wonder Girl. 2 equipments are played because the flight wing isn't ongoing. That flight wing will not count for a victory point at the end of the game, though. Discard for Wonder Girl. Punch. And then, so he triggered Wonder Girl before the Legion flight ring. You do get to choose how you resolve it. And that is the wrong way to choose it. He has admitted that. Making Deadshot not trigger at all. So he's got a flight wing and an Hawkman trident. A little redundant. 4, 5, excuse me. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Star Labs gets +1 for every equipment you play. Insane. Ooh, he larfleezed it. He should have done that first. That's a pretty great move, though. Let's check out the exact text of Star Labs.
You should announce to the world you can't do this.
Star Labs, ongoing, +1 power for each equipment you play. Brutal. And technically, Firestorm Matrix plays the flight wings every turn. So it will get another power off that. Ooh, he Firestormed a punch, which is perfect. It only counts for 1 now, but you got rid of another starter. So it looks like 6 total. Looks like he's going to buy defense. It's either that or the King Atlantis. It's a tough choice. It's hard not to buy a card that has your superhero on the picture. Depends how he wants to play. He's going very thematic. Ooh, another defense flips out. He puts it on bottom Black Manta. Alright, Green Arrow. He's starting off with the Ocean Master for nothing but at 1. Then the Pink Ring to look at the top 2. If they're different types, draw them. Ooh, he gets a Bronze Tiger out of there. Did we trigger the Chameleon drawing a card?
Not yet.
Well, you have to do that on the first villain you play. So go ahead and do it.
So that would have been her.
Alright. Now we have Bronze Tiger attacking everybody.
Oh, yeah.
What's the text on Ocean Master?
If you have played or played, then you can draw it.
So he has one of those odd texts that actually triggers after you play him. So he says if you play or have played, which is interesting because most cards, right when you play them, they have their ability. So he's able to destroy something. Bronze Tiger lets him, they're going to put some more starters underneath. Unless someone wants to bite the bullet, which they don't want to. Black Lantern Aquaman. Putting some punches on bottom. And the non-booster player is defending a lot more than the booster player.
It's the same flight every time too.
Can we get confirmation on what the flight returned?
Aquaman's Trident.
It's an Aquaman's Trident.
Sorry, I forgot. I did play this.
And that was played already. Alright, what do we got here? 6, 7. And the Ocean Master for 8. A lot of stuff doing that turn.
I'm gonna discard my moment. No, I can't. Shit. Is there any attacks?
In Mad Mod, I believe he is an attack card.
I'm going to.
His he is an attack card. Yes, confirmation on that. But you have to sack an ongoing to do it.
So now it's 6. That's 1, 2, 3.
So he has decided to discard one of those punches,
Okay, whenever he discards,
and he bought a good amount of stuff.
I'm going to put this.
Ooh, and he's triggering Deadshot after the discard of the punch from Green Arrow. That's a good move. So we got Booster over here.
Okay, my turn? Yeah. Okay.
They're going opposite order here. So we have Deadshot. You know what he drew though. And he has 2 ongoing, so that's pretty good. Triggering everything. Wonder Girl right now. Deadshot. Another trigger for Deadshot. Star Sapphire returns an equipment. Just got a loop going of putting equipments on top.
That.
All right.
Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
So we got 13 total off that.
Yeah, just get 10.
And he's buying the Flash. So we're going to see the first blood.
Each player flips his superhero face down.
Captain Cold.
Each player may discard a random card.
Okay, so here is Captain Cold's official text. This is the impossible mode Captain Cold.
Do I have any other defenses?
Now, his official Oracle text. First appearance attack. Each player flips his superhero face down, but the ruling is superheroes face down. When the villain is defeated, discard a random card to flip them back up. So everyone got killed by that card.
Well, that's
And now he's going to cost 10 plus 2, so he's going to cost 12 to buy. Booster has 7. Really needed 8 there. The Firestorm does not trigger until Firestorm is played again. Don't know what to buy there. That's a tough one.
At least this way you get me if you choose a diamond.
Probably getting a kick or a Ravager in one of those two defenses.
In the meta, considering all that.
The really cool thing about the booster deck is with you playing Stargirl as well. Can we let's get confirmation? Did you not use the last 3 points?
No,
He did buy a kick. Okay, great. So as I was saying with the booster deck, it's pretty interesting because every time you defend, you get to draw a card with booster. Then you get to draw and discard a card with Stargirl. And usually your deck's full of defenses, so you draw some more defenses. They attack you again, you do it again. You're going up a bunch of cards. You're really kind of molding a perfect hand there. Then on your own turn, when you play defenses, she also triggers, letting you cycle a card. And booster will give you +1. It can really become a very combo-oriented deck. But now that their superheroes are face down, they're going to have a tough time buying this Captain Cold. Ooh, now we got Joker, or I'm sorry, not Joker. We got Justin over here playing the Flash. But he does have the Flight Wing on a stick. He's got the +3 Flight Wing, the Legion Ring, so he's got 4. Flash, drawn 3, discard 2. If anyone could buy the Captain Cold, it's him. Did you trigger Flash or Wonder Girl? Confirmation on that.
Wonder Girl.
Just making sure we're not triggering Wonder Girls over here.
Flash just had a shuffle.
Just a Flash with a shuffle.
I drew
All
a
right.
last card with this, and I had a shuffle for this.
All right, so let's see
Discard
what he can do this turn. Discard net vulnerability to the Flash. Draw 3, discard 1. That's his ability. Green Arrow. Oof. He's going to toss that. 4, 6, 8, 9, 10. He has got more than enough power to get that Captain Cold. All right, Batman's flipping out. You know he's going to nerf some equipments. So let's get his exact text. Batman, he is a superhero out of the Forever Evil set. First appearance attack. Each player destroys an equipment in his hand or discard pile if you cannot gain a weakness. Let's see what they're destroying. Do we have any cards destroyed so far? Any confirmed cards destroyed? So, Green Arrow. Wait, first we need to discard a random card.
It says discard a random card first?
That's what Captain Cold does.
Well, I can just... Oh.
So Captain Cold's going to discard a random card first, and then the superhero is going to flip out. So it may actually take any defenses out of their hand.
Crap. I know, I have one. Discard that one.
And they're doing a random card from each person's hand. Ooh, the Captain Cold.
Trigger Deadshot.
Now we're going to trigger... he's triggering Deadshot. Now they're going to trigger Batman. Booster's defending it. So he's going to draw off Booster. And he's going to draw off Stargirl. And discard a card.
Well, yeah. Trigger Deadshot.
A lot going on right now.
Trigger this.
Okay, so
Defended it with a flank.
So Flight defended Batman. The only person actually taking the hit is Arrow, and he has no equipment, so he gained a weakness. Nice. So, on to the next turn. Batarang. So, first things first, you're going to get +1 for Batarang and draw a card. That's what Batarang does. It's also defense. So, Stargirl's going to trigger. Draw a card, discard a card. Booster Gold will just give +1 power. He doesn't draw a card unless you defend. That punch is from Firestorm Matrix, so let's not get confused on that one. So Stargirl's going to trigger. All right, he should have a pretty good hand. Let's see what he does. Another defense, so another Stargirl trigger. He's got any more? Oh, one more. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then Booster's going to give 8, 9, 10.
+1 for each defense card you play during your turn.
Let's see if I miscounted here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 is my count. What is your count? Let's see if we can get a confirmed count over here. It is 10, okay. That Ultraman's looking pretty good. It's hard not to buy him. He's worth 3 VP.
Your commentary is more like suggested help.
He does buy the Ultraman. Ultraman's text says you may destroy a card in the lineup. +1 power for each different superpower in the destroyed power. He's also worth 3 VP at the end of the game. Alright. Players are still in the early phases trying to set everything up. I see Aquaman removing a weakness. The weakness does go back to the weakness stack in competitive play based on the possible mode rulings. Black Lantern Aquaman, he's going to attack people. Looks like Booster is all defensed out. Oh, Bronze Tiger. Another attack. So, ooh, he's actually putting a 1 or greater. That's bad beats. Raven. So, Bronze Tiger does not draw 2.
No, it says if 1 or more foes fails to produce 1 as 1.
Let's check the text on that. They're asking a rule. Okay, so Bronze Tiger. Attack. Each foe reveals a card from his hand and puts it under his superior. If 1 or more foes does not reveal a card with cost 1 or greater, draw 2 cards. So 1 foe did reveal and another foe did not reveal. So you draw 2 cards.
Which is working out great for me. Oh wait, I gotta do I drew this first, so yeah, Comedian trigger. So Comedian and then draw the 2.
So triggering a bunch of stuff. Black Lantern Aquaman, Comedian. Got a bunch of punches and a vulnerability. Says he has 9 power. Not that many great choices. Those tarot cards are pretty good. Some of those cards are good. Let's see which direction he goes. Tarot cards, you just bought it. That says choose any number of players. Each of those players gains a VP. You get +1 power for each player chosen this way. Also snagged a kick up. Triggering Flightwing. Leaving it with Star Sapphire. So when he triggers that, you get the +2. Counts as an equipment for Starfire. It counts as for Sapphire. It counts as an equipment for Wonder Girl. Also gives you +1 from the equipment. So he's getting a lot off of that. He just bought another Flightwing. That's crazy. Larfleeze. Alright. Let's check the ruling on that Larfleeze. Okay, so Larfleeze is not going to be able to put that card on top. It has to put it into your hand. So
Okay.
you could have still played it,
Play it, and then I'll put it in my discard pile and whatever.
and then he just chooses not to play it. All right.
It was the flight wings, right? No, wait, it was
Is that
coriander.
Yeah.
So he's gonna correct that real quick. All right, what do we got over here? Oh, we got a Firestorm triggering a Hero of the Future, the Booster Gold card. So that Firestorm's worth 3 right now. And then every time he plays Firestorm, it's gonna play Hero of the Future, which is gonna get 2 and another 2 for every defense he played, which is probably gonna start adding up. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Ooh, and he's eyeballing that Speed Force. Was there 10 power over there? Confirmed 10 power. Okay.
Something new. I didn't left the whole piece in my hand. I could have played that coriander and get another card. Screwing up like this. It's so hard. Actually, you can't read from this angle at all. Well, I can read all of this. So that's not a good excuse. I've never actually played that card. I bought it one game and never got to play it.
So Amanda Waller destroyed a starter over there.
Amanda Waller, she's the back.
Star Sapphire draws both of those, or the Star Sapphire ring, that is. Batgirl returning the punches. Now we can discard him to Green Arrow.
You discarded?
He is discarding the Green Arrow. Deadshot's triggering. And he's buying the Suicide Squad for 2. Ocean Master. If you play another villain this turn, destroy a card. He's going to get rid of starter out of his discard pile, probably. And he does. So what do we got left? We had 2 power gone. Okay, we have 8 power. Not quite sure what to buy there. One thing's for sure, they don't want that Promise to a Friend. But with a card like Mad Bot, you could sack it, but still, it's pretty dangerous. Yellow ring. Shapeshift flips out. That could get interesting. You know, counting victory points at the end, the Shapeshift does count as a ring. It counts as 1 power ring with every name. So, we'll give your power rings more victory points. Pretty crazy ruling. Also, Green Arrow has a ring, so could definitely use that while no villains are flipping out. Plus, I think everyone wants a Shapeshift. It has he counts as a villain and an equipment over there, but we'll see. It has some interesting combos. You can even use it as a Suicide Squad with the Mad Hatter hat, Royal Flush Gang, anything. It's a pretty crazy card. Can we get those Deadshot cards into the camera view? I believe that's a Flash and the Starfire card. He's resolving the Starfire card right now. Oh, and he snags a Shapeshift. That's pretty brave with a Starbolt out there. He's got some combos in mind. Wow, his deck is 1 card.
You guys getting heroes?
Captain Cold. Now that's an interesting one. When you play him, you get +1 for each foe with a hero in his discard pile and another +4 power. So, I cannot confirm they have a hero in their discard pile, but
No discards.
so they did not have discard piles, making him pretty much by the lineup there. Ooh, a time travel card flipped out. Time Sphere. If you're not familiar with time travel, it's out of the Legionnaires expansion. You get to discard any card and play that card with time travel for free. You get to play it for that turn, then it returns to the lineup after you're done. Essentially, you get to play the card before you buy it. It can be interesting because you can just discard a vulnerability and get +2 power from the time sphere. Or the time, yeah, it is the time sphere. So whenever the time sphere is played, it has an even crazier ability. You get to put all the cards in the lineup on the bottom of the deck and then replace them. So if no one ever buys it, they could technically time travel it every turn. There's a lot of defense triggering. They have 9 right now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Bane's triggering and Ultraman's triggering.
Oh, we got a discard? Bane? Oh, yeah. Are you banning us?
Are you baning or not? Okay, Bane. And there's a defense. Did the Deadshot player discard a card?
I am right now.
He's mulling it over. Ultraman. Can we see how big Ultraman was? If you guys wouldn't mind saying that out loud for me.
How powerful was Ultraman? Wait. 1?
Ultraman is worth 1 right now. He'll probably grow as it goes.
Oh.
Alright, so there's a lot of power there. He's thinking about buying that Batman, but I don't know. It's hard not to buy a supervillain. Before he decides anything, he's going to time sphere. So this go on the bottom of the deck. They'll handle the bottom over there. And then 4 new cards are going to flip out. Or is it just 3? There was just 3. Correction. That +2 counter is still on the Batman. Looks like he's just going to buy those cards instead of the Batman. But he does have a ton of power. Are those the only cards you're buying? And he decides to snag the Robin. Alright, next turn. Left a lot of power on the table. Black Manta in them to the bottom. Alright, let's see what Green Arrow can come up with. As you know, we can discard a punch to make villains cost 2 less, including supervillains, but that does not count for Batman. Also has option to do the time sphere. Usually someone pretty much snags that time sphere just so everyone can't do it. We'll have to see how they do it. There's a lot of good cards out there though. He could see them all burn with time sphere, or he could buy one of them. Right now we're looking at 6 power. Discard. So that Starro only costs 4. It costs 1 less for Chameleon, 2 less for Green Arrow. So, alright. So now he has 4 more. Could not afford the time sphere. Those cards are still in play. They've just been used, set aside. Deciding to buy that. Alright, time sphere.
You have 4 left. And you got a Cassie?
Technically that kick would be on the bottom of the deck, but we're not going to handle that. Ooh, a Sally. So as that flips out, that card can really change the game up. Basically, you play it, you gain the top card of the main deck. Cost 4 less, do it again. Cost 4 less, do it again. Cost 4 less, do it again. If it costs 5, don't do it again, just keep it. If it costs 6 or greater, destroy it. Don't gain it. I've seen some people gain a lot of cards off that. Also seen some people just flip only 6s and never gain any cards, so.
Oh, you guys, I didn't know if you guys y'all do the put 2 cards from the bottom of the deck.
They forgot to trigger the Black Lantern Aquaman.
You get all your triggers.
So I got 3.
You only have 3 left?
I think so.
Oh.
I think.
Don't forget about the 2 from the time sphere that you time travel.
Yeah.
Trying to calculate how much he had left after all that.
More left.
Maybe I do.
I thought you said 4 left and then play a punch.
Yeah, I think that's it.
Yeah,
So
so
I thought that's
5
what
left
it
with the
was.
punch.
Yeah, you're right. Oh shit. Got this out.
Let's see if we can confirm how much power he has. A lot of cards bought that turn. So Starro.
You paid less for that than what you got.
So that Starro and that punch should be in the discard pile, not in play.
I know, it was counting.
So that's actually in play, not in the discard pile.
Paid 3, 5 for this?
No, I paid 4 for this.
4 for it.
4, that's 6. 6, and you have to this right. 2, 4, 9, 8. So you have 2 left. Right? Oh, 4 right here. That's it.
Yeah, you have 4 left.
Didn't have enough to buy the Sally. That's what it was all afterward. Got a little messy there, but we got it all figured out.
Crazy crap, crazy crap.
Sniper rifle. Catwoman. Wow.
Okay, ready?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, let's see what Deadshot could do.
It's this, leave it, this, trigger this first, draw it.
Ooh, gaining a hero.
Trigger this.
Wonder Girl.
Discard that.
Discards a shapeshift.
Not even gonna trigger that. I don't want to.
Sniper rifle.
Okay. Then this yellow power ring, discard card.
Yellow Power Ring. Basically another Bane. Every player discards a card.
Horrible. Oh crap. Did this wrong. That's okay.
Wow, look at all those cards.
Play that.
Ooh, Flash.
Play it.
Right away. Go back.
Ravager destroying a vulnerability. It's a lot of power on the table. Okay, so count it up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 17, 18, 19.
Starting,
Wow. So he's buying the Batman. All right. I would have maybe considered Time Sphere in that turn, so you don't get sniper rifled.
Yeah, you do it first. So you put those in the lineup.
Uh oh, here comes Graves. Can I get confirmation on Graves?
Each player puts the top 2 cards of the main deck in the lineup. Weakness is equal to the cost of those cards. One of those cards.
All right, so each player puts the top 2 cards of the main deck into their lineup, or what does it say?
Yeah. Top 2
Of the
cards.
main deck into the lineup.
Gain weaknesses.
Gain weakness is equal to 1 of the cost of your choice. So he's choosing a 3, obviously. Oh, he's gonna have to gain 5 weaknesses. That's no good.
I'm defending with flight.
Always has flight.
It's funny.
That is such a kick in the nuts.
Deadshot has to have a pretty thinned out deck by now, though. The Flash on top of the flight, that's always good. So we do have confirmation that Green Arrow gained 5 weaknesses. Wow, that's pretty incredible.
Firestorm.
Uh oh, Firestorm's back. A defense off it. So that hero of the future is gonna. Wow, that's gonna get interesting. Booster does not draw a card, but Stargirl does. So, with all of those abilities, Deadshot also triggers. Basically, the Firestorm's going to do the punch, the hero, the crystal shield. It's going to be worth 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The booster's going to make it 7. Robin makes it 8. Nightwing makes, or Ninth Metal makes it 9. Batgirl makes it 10, 11, 12, 13. Draw a card boosters 14. Wow. 14 out of nowhere. It's the power of the Firestorm there. Should clarify, when you play the Firestorm, you have to trigger all 3 of the cards Then you could trigger Starfire or Stargirl after that, because you have to resolve the whole text first. So I'm not quite sure what his power is, but he has enough to buy the supervillain at this point. Ooh, super speed. Speed force, I mean. Draw 2 cards plus 2. It keeps on coming. Ultraman. Oh, he could destroy that time sphere once and for all. Or he could destroy that sniper rifle.
Oh, I can destroy it. Can I get it back?
He is destroying the sniper rifle. Oh, now he's attacking everybody. He hinted that Graves, when you actually play him, you can get destroyed card back. We'll have to get confirmation on that after someone buys it. Black Lantern Wonder Woman can give out a weakness if you have a villain, a weakness if you have a hero in your discard.
So if we have one of each, gain 2?
Yeah, you gain 2 if you have one of each. And then he buys the Graves. That was a really good turn. Puts Graves on bottom of Black Manta. Here comes another one. Ultra Humanite.
Each player gains 2 weaknesses and puts them at the bottom of his deck.
Ultra Humanite. First appearance attack. Each player gains 2 weaknesses and puts them on the bottom of his deck. Pretty straightforward. Just gain some weaknesses.
Epic wreck.
Bunch of weaknesses that last 3 turns.
Starfire.
And he's just getting rid of one of them right away. Ocean Master. Ocean Master will only get rid of one if you control a villain. So, has not... Okay, there we go.
Before or after, so he was fine.
It's before or after. It's before or after. Though we do the Chameleon effect also. So now we have those 3. Batgirl. Looks like 4 power so far. You gotta think he's gonna discard a punch and buy some of those villains, but it's hard to say. And he is...
I just gained that, by the way.
Took my flight. I should take the flight.
He just gained the Two-Face because it literally costs 0 after Green Arrow's discard, Comedian making it cost 1 less. The Manhunter only costs 1. Let's see if we can get confirmation on playing those cards in the camera zone. Those last 2. Yeah, there you go.
I have 6.
All right. Says he has 6 left. Still considering time travel. I consider time travel. Sounds cool. Boomerang's interesting. It only has 0 victory points, but every time someone draws a card, you reveal it and you draw a card. Or every time an opponent draws a card. So you can gain a bunch of cards on your turn, just drawing them, not gaining them from the deck or anything. But still, you can set up a super big hand. The only thing is, you buy it, it's worth 0 VP. I don't know if you want to be buying 0 VP cards with the last supervillain out.
Yeah, I actually did. Yeah.
Actually, let's get confirmation. Is Ultra Humanite the last supervillain?
Yep.
Yes, he is. So he's going to cost 14. Finally bought that Manhunter. Still thinking. And Deadshot finished triggering.
I'm going to take this and then discard its control for everything else.
He bought Soul Taker Sword and then time traveled. So he's only going to have 2 power.
I just want to see what's out there.
And if a villain flips out, he could maybe buy it, but it doesn't. All right. Playing the Fight Wings first, obviously. Playing that. Drawing. Now, Wonder Girl. Don't forget about that. Star Labs giving you +1 for every equipment. Oh, now the Flash, which he keeps getting that Flash with flight and everything else. So this could be another big turn. Gain a free superpower. Sounds good to me. I think it puts it in your hand. It's even crazier.
And then I played it. Can you see it?
And it, oh, it is in play. It's out of the camera range there.
Yeah, sorry. You guys got any heroes in your discard piles?
I definitely do.
So +5 off that Captain Cold.
I do. 6. Plus 6.
Oh, +6 off the Captain Cold.
Okay.
+4, +1 every time they have a hero in their discard pile, which is 1 each.
Because Batman give me 3 equipments from there. Is this the only equipment?
Ooh, Batman gets some destroyed cards back. It's going to be a good turn.
Cost 6 for that, so.
They are throwing out some combos this game.
Sniper rifle.
Sniper rifle. Look at every player's hand. Choose one total to discard it.
Oh, you gotta choose one. You can't choose both of us.
You do not choose one from each player. You choose one total card.
Bronze Tiger, yeah.
And he grabs Bronze Tiger.
Oh, this is play this. Each one discards a card.
Now each one discards a card with the yellow ring. Tosses a weakness so quick.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
So let's get confirmation on what that Batman does. It says you may put up to 3 equipment, 6 or less, from the destroyed pile. You may play them and then put them back on the bottom of the main deck.
Need one more turn to destroy two more
So
cards, but you just have to do it.
he bought the last one.
How about
Confirmation that sniper rifle does go on the bottom of the main deck.
Yep.
And did you play any other cards off of it?
Nope.
T-Wing also go, or you don't get anything for T-Wing, right?
Or Flight Wings?
Sorry,
Flight Wings also, go ahead and toss Flight Wings out of the game. So they are counting VP now. It's going to be pretty close.
yeah, so.
You got to think Deadshot has the edge.
I mean, I have
There's a lot of weaknesses. But I believe everyone got a supervillain.
Nope, not me.
Ooh, Green Arrow did not get a supervillain.
18.
Because,
Booster only had 18. Booster, how many supervillains did you have?
one.
Only 1. So it looks like Deadshot got 4. Not happy about those weaknesses. So we got Booster with 18. We got an angry Booster over here.
Every booster.
What do we got for Green Arrow? Green Arrow, how many rings did you have?
One, I'm pretty sure.
You didn't have one of each?
No, Justin Bunwell.
Alright. A lot of weaknesses there. Looks like Deadshot had a pretty clear victory.
6, 42.
Just tossing cards.
17.
Ooh,
Weaknesses.
17. So Booster gets second. And then Deadshot with a clear win of 36. Ton of weaknesses, lowered them, but yeah, pretty much doubled them out there. Alright guys, thanks for watching. If you're ever interested in playing DC deck building competitive, look on nerdfeed.com/DCDB.